The BBC in London going direct to RJ100FM in Manila and throughout the Philippines.
Hello, I'm Neil Nunes with the BBC News. The Biden administration has said a Supreme Court decision to allow a Texas state law on migration to take effect will damage American border security. Though still subject to legal review, it's one of the toughest immigration laws enacted by any U.S. state. More details from Peter Bowes.
The law, which is still subject to legal review in a lower court, means police officers in Texas can arrest migrants suspected of being in the state illegally and either prosecute them or order them returned to Mexico. The White House says it fundamentally disagrees with the Supreme Court's ruling, arguing that it violates the U.S. Constitution by interfering with the federal government's power to regulate immigration. A senior Mexican official has said the country would not accept migrants who Texas state officials attempt to deport under the law.
President Biden has accused Donald Trump of despising Latinos and highlighted his rival's repeated use of anti-immigrant rhetoric. The attack comes as polls show the historically Democratic voting Latino community is increasingly leaning towards backing Mr. Trump in November's presidential election. Two white former police officers in the U.S. state of Mississippi have received lengthy jail terms for their part in the torture of two black men last year. Hunter Elwood and Jeffrey Middleton received sentences of 20 years and 17 and a half years respectively. The victims were beaten, shocked with stun guns, and sexually assaulted by 6 officers who burst into their homes without a warrant. Malik Shabazz is a lawyer for the victims.
Let this be a warning to all police officers in the United States of America, particularly those who are lieutenants and supervisors. If you allow deputies and officers under your command to go rogue, to commit crimes, and to abuse persons, you will be held equally as responsible as the shooter and the abuser.
A member of Haiti's Transitional Council tasked with establishing a new leadership has said Haiti cannot be ruled by criminals. Leslie Voltaire, a former minister, told the BBC, security begins at the head, and whoever is chosen to lead the country should be free of the powerful masters who he said were behind the gangs.
Those guys, those bandits cannot rule Haiti. They cannot govern. They say that they have put Ariel Henry out, but they cannot enter into the palace. They cannot enter into the prime minister's office. They are talking about revolution, but those are thugs and criminals, and we cannot let Haiti being ruled by criminals.
BBC News.
The BBC World News heard live nationwide on RJFM News and Public Affairs.
Broadcasting live from the heart of metropolitan Manila, moving with you through the changing times, bringing you your music, connecting generations. This is RJFM, 96.5 in Tuguegarao, 91.1 in Baguio, 99.9 in Palawan, 99.9 in Bacolod, 98.3 in Iloilo, 88.7 in Iligan, 88.5 in Cagayan de Oro, and 100.3 in Cebu, Davao, and Metro Manila. Live the soundtrack of your life through 6 decades of music. RJFM 100.3. Streaming worldwide on TuneIn Radio, Radio Garden, and Streema. Just type in DZRJ. And hey, it's free.
We play what we want on RJFM.
3 songs in a row. RJ100.